Namaste, everyone. Welcome to our West Coast session of Gentle Yoga. This type of gentle yoga is designed as a palliative yoga. Palliative yoga is primarily a preventive style, but it can have therapeutic effects also. It is mainly designed for stress reduction and to increase the energy of communication in body systems, which stimulates better immune system and body's repair mechanism. One feels better and minor issues can get resolved. We do this using physical asanas, breathing practices, mantras, and other meditative practices. Yoga brings good health of mind and body, inner awareness, and a sense of cosmic connection. Regular discipline practice is key. So if you miss a day, please use the video recording on YouTube at Life in Yoga Rajan. Yoga is not a physical exercise and it's not a religious practice either. So people with any religious background can do this. This type of gentle yoga can be done sitting on a chair or on the floor. Always keep your spine straight but not stiff. And if you need to, please support your back. All these practices are done very gently, smoothly, and without jerks. Slower is better. Visualize the part of the body being exercised for maximum benefit. Follow instructions to avoid adverse reactions. There should be no strain, and you should do it within your own capacity. Make sure your breathing is slow and smooth. If anything causes pain or discomfort, please stop immediately, avoid the practice, and seek clarification. If you have any questions regarding personal problem, you can send an email to the email addresses provided in the reminder email. And remember, liability is entirely yours. Thank you.
Namaste, everyone. As usual, we begin with 3 ohms. Let's take a deep breath in. So, any questions, discussions?
Since nobody has question, I'll ask.
Okay.
Is there any significance of Ganesha's which side it should be, left or right, the trunk?
I think we need to ask another expert on this question.
Who's that?
Anybody you want. The other day they had discussion about somebody who was saying it has to be only one side.
Yeah, they said it should be on the left side. Yeah, left side.
Well,
Narayan, I don't think it was in our session.
oh, it was in the other session. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, we should, we have Shobha Krishna with us today. So we should introduce her to everyone. So we'll wait for Vijaya to come in and then we'll do it that.
Okay.
Vijaya is not in yet.
Okay.
Vijaya is here.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm just coming on video.
Yeah. So, Shobha, you can unmute yourself. So, Shobha is right here. And she's a yoga teacher in San Jose, California.
Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
Pleasure to be here.
And so she can be a part of the team with Vijaya and Anu. So anytime if any support is needed.
Thank you very much, Dr.
Thank you.
Rajan. I'm really grateful for this opportunity. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Shobhaji, can you please share your phone number with us? So and email it. I will have your email address. Can you share your phone number? You can put it on the chat as a private number so that we can talk and we can figure out what to do.
Definitely, Anuradhaji. I will.
Yeah. Narayan had also asked Uma for this.
Come in, Uma. Unmute yourself.
Uma says, we cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Little bit.
I said, I think Shobha would be a lot better, but happy to help.
So we can have two people more.
Yeah,
as a
very
backup.
nice. You have a good team supporting each other. Now, all you need to do is from 35 people attending, we have to make it 55.
Oh, for that, Narayan, you have to be here more often.
We will
True.
make it to 100, Dr. Narayan, if you are there.
Okay, good.
Very true. Very true. You need to be there.
Because people leave because of you.
There is this aura around you that makes it more yoga.
Hearing aid from the brand leader in hearing aids. New Miracle Ear Mini. So small.
You know what?
Will save
The thing is, you see,
Call today to start
that aura each one of us can create for ourselves too, right?
with better food and big savings.
I don't know. Some people have aura around them.
Hmm. You see, when they do this Rudra part in temple worshipping Shiva, right? Right in the end, you know what they say? The ending part says, Aham me hasto Bhagavan. In my hand is Bhagavan. Huh? And then the next sentence says, Aham me Bhagavat Tarah. What I have is even better than Bhagavan.
Oh.
And then, of course, it goes on. Aham me Vishwabhe Shiva Bhimarshana. Anyway, but the thing is, you see, think of the way in which, you can open it out. And
So what does
connect
that
there.
mean?
What?
What I have is better than Bhagwan.
See, what happens is the entire context of the Rudra Namaka that you do. Okay, it is essentially they kind of call it as 300 names of Shiva, but actually it is what it is they are basically saying God is in everything. So what they say, God is in the grain of sand, in the blade of grass, in the flowing water. And in fact, what is so interesting is they will even say God is a thief. God is the king of the thieves. God is the killer, the king of the killers. All of this is described over there. Okay. So everything from the mundane to the, completely things that you wouldn't even have thought of to the sublime, everything is God, all of creation. Right? And so after describing all of that, you're saying what I have is all of that. Anyway.
So what about Ganeshas?
Well, the thing is, you see, since you asked that question, I'll give you a little bit of a thought to understand. See, in ancient India, there were 33 religions. Okay? And each religion had its own name for its god. Okay? So what happened is, now the concept of God is one. And so what Vyasa Muni did was, he collected all of their sacred writings, and whichever he could put it in conjunction with the idea of fire-based worship, because fire doesn't have a form. So with fire-based worship, he put all the sacred things together and created the Vedas. But he didn't want to negate all of these idol worship and concepts of all of these things. So he created the Puranas, where he took all the gods of these various 33 religions. And if any two of them looked very similar in their approach, he said, oh, that's another name for this god or that god. And then wherever he could not find enough commonality, he made them as relatives of each other. Right? And so that's how you have all of these Puranas, that come in over there. And so what happens is, the Ganesha worship is part of Maharashtra. And when we say Ganesha in Maharashtra, Ganesha's concept is that of God. Whereas because it got integrated with the entire 33 religions coming together, in all other systems, Ganesha is the remover of obstacles. So you go to Ganesha first, and then you begin everything else, right? Whereas in Maharashtra, Ganesha is God. So Ganesha in Maharashtra is called Mahaganpati. And similarly, people who look upon Shiva as God, they use the word Sadashiva or Parashiva. In Kashmir Shaivism, Parashiva is the name that is used. Similarly, in the Vaishnava concept, the name for God is not Vishnu. It is Mahavishnu or Antapadmanabha or Narayana, that concept. Right? And similarly, in each of them, whichever is the form in which they think of God, the name all comes in. And so that is how you have Ganesha in some parts of India is one, whereas in Maharashtra it's different.
So it doesn't matter which way the trunk is.
To me, it doesn't.
Okay.
Finally, of course, God is formless and beyond all of these description, but wherever your mind can focus, so be it.
I'm from a Sikh family, so I don't know any of that. We believe in there's only one God. So
for you, the right God that has been, said in the Yoga Sutra is Vaheguru. In the sense is, you see?
You see my background?
Yeah.
Yeah. So under it says there is only one God.
Yeah. And the thing is, you see, since you come from a Sikh background, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a joke today.
Okay.
Okay? You see, a few years back in the local Gurudwara over here, I was invited to start a yoga session.
Okay.
Okay? And so the people who had been learning, they were very interested, so they wanted to do this thing. Then the board or the administrator board or whoever of this thing, they got involved and they came and said, you know what, we don't want you to bring all your Hinduism over here. You cannot chant Om over here. Okay? So I said, perfectly all right. So I told them, it's only to bring your mind to focus, right? So, no. So I told them, why don't you do whatever, and we'll start with whatever you say. Okay? So then they said, good, we are going to do the Mula Mantra. Okay? And you know what they did? Ek Onkar, right? And then what else? This thing, right? So you know the sequence. So they said the whole thing over there, and that's what they said. Okay? You cannot chant Om, but they will.
See, I'm brought up in Rajasthan, so I was with all the Hindu people, went to convent school with all the Christian people. So I'm all over the world here. So I'm fine with everything. Yeah,
I forget the full stanza. Whoever knows can recite the whole thing. From Omkar comes all of existence and all of that. What is that says that verse, right?
Ek Onkar, Satnam, Kartapur.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. It has a very good meaning though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It says from Omkar everything comes, but you cannot chant Omkar.
Some people are very strict. Yeah. Your Gurdwara in Maryland is very, very strict. I have some cousins and cousins who live there.
Mm.
Yeah, they're very involved in it.
Mm.
Some of them are very strict. Yeah. So you just did the Mula Mantra every day before yoga then, huh?
Yes. They were happy and I have no problem.
Yeah.
By the
Yoga
way,
is universal.
there is a
Yeah.
beautiful Gurudwara in San Jose. If
Yes.
anybody happens to visit the Bay Area, please visit. I often go there to eat langar.
You're like my husband. He used to go eat langar. He
Yeah,
said,
I'm
you go for
familiar with that
kirtan,
one.
I go for langar.
I'm like you, Surina ji. I believe in Christianity. I believe in Sikhism. I mean, I don't like to be called North Indian or South Indian or something. I like to be called like a global citizen. So
Right. Good. That's the best way to be. Yep.
I'm going to share with you, since that is your perspective, I'll share with you something which you may like. Okay, you want to hear what is understanding yoga all about? I'll share it with you right here on the screen.
All right.
So this is the textbook which we are writing for a worldwide organization. So here you can all read, right? Yoga as understood today is mostly certain practices. However, the real meaning of yoga is integration of the body, mind, and spirit in common language, whereby one's meaning of life and nature of existence unfolds within oneself in an intuitive way. Practices that promote achievement in gradual steps have come to be known as yoga, although it would be more correct to call them yoga practices. With such a surprising revelation for a beginner trainee, the natural questions that come to mind are the following. So how do you know whether a practice can be called a yoga practice? There are so many yoga practices around, each with the name of a founder or type of practice. Are they all correct? What is the documentation to understand this? And this business of spirit enters domain of religion and religious philosophies. Yoga is not supposed to be religious, it's the relationship. So the roots of yoga lie in the human quest to know what is life. People and other animate beings are born, grow, and age and die. What is the meaning of this life? What is it that leaves the body and the person is said to be dead? In this day and age of extraordinary scientific achievements, where all human body parts can either be made artificially or harvested, no person can be repaired and kept alive unendingly. Even our doctor here is going to tell us that. This question of who am I and what is this world all about has been the quest of the thinking human being for time immemorial. Every religion in the world speaks of its own view of the answer to this question. They are further clothed with rituals and dogmas, often within the culture of its geographic origins or molded by other cultures that adopt it, with each one claiming a superiority in their views and approaches over others. Whatever may be the premise, every religion harbors some content of yoga practices, since the quest of every religion is the same quest as that of yoga. But unlike yoga, in religion, one can get lost in the woods, while in yoga, the focus is clear. So while religion was engaged in different types of yoga practices, an enlightened sage in ancient India by name Patanjali wrote a text called the Yoga Sutras. There he systematically unfolded the yoga philosophy and approaches to attain the yoga state that is inclusive of every yoga practice in every religion. And for the discerning person, it will be easy to separate the cultural cloaking and religious dogmas from essentials of yoga. But then, of course, in today's world, yoga can also be confusing. So that's what you see, that blue box. The proliferation of yoga around the world as gym exercise, and each with different names, also creates an environment where one can get lost in understanding what yoga means. The world of yoga today is no better than religions competing and claiming greater superiority. It must be understood yoga is one. The principles are clear. One may approach in different ways, but that does not make it a different yoga. So what the yoga philosophy is all about, the summary of it is over here. And then, of course, practice approaches to yoga. And so essentially the three approach of the Hatha Yoga, Tantra Yoga, and the Bhakti Yoga, and the role of Guru in yoga is, and this where is Vaheguru. The Yoga Sutra notes that God is the Guru of everyone at all times, while describing every created being as only an instrument of the cosmic flow. So what is this meaning of gurus in the field of yoga? So it is, you can see over here, the last paragraph, the truly realized yogi will never see himself or herself as a guru, but simply as an instrument of the divine flow, doing their job in the body as a cosmic duty to help those in the spiritual path. Patanjali warns that any yogi who starts to feel self-importance as more elevated than others has not fully realized the ultimate. Where there is commercial intent, pressure, and a person wanting to be on a pedestal, we can safely assume yoga has been compromised. And what is the mechanism of yoga? Yoga works with actually, we don't like that word mind field. That has to be corrected. It was somebody else's word. So false yoga and unrecognized yoga in the world. Any practice that claims to call itself a yoga practice cannot violate the yoga principles laid down in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. Popularly, some yoga practices being viewed as an extension of gym-based exercise may be considered false yoga. Anytime there are fast movements and strained activity, there is no yoga in such practices. Yoga's mechanism is through nadi communication. Strain always blocks nadis. Only when the mind is relaxed can the nadis function effectively. Many religious practices in all religions have yoga elements embedded. There may also be occult elements. There may also be occult elements which may or may not be yoga. When daily prayers or meditative practice are done for no reason other than connecting into the spiritual domain, irrespective of religion, they are all yoga practices. When occult practices are done are done with the intent of selfish interest, and hence may not be consistent with the cosmic flow. While they do establish a connection with the physical domain, these cannot be considered consistent with yoga. So anyway, so all of you got to see that, so I'll close it out.
Where is this at? Where can we read it?
When the book is published, it is coming through. I'll tell you what this is. You see, now, where am I? Let's see.
You have to stop sharing, Narayan, I think.
I don't know how to stop sharing. Just 1 second. This is there is the Council for Yoga Accreditation International. That is where, we are developing all of this. Here is the stop sharing. So the new website is going to be up in a month or so. Then you can all visit over there and everything will come through that. So we have this relationship we have with other enlightened yoga organizations around the world. And so it's a collaborative effort.
Very good. Very good. Very well explained.
Yeah, it is to bring the correct understanding of yoga.
Very well done.
So shall we begin?
Yes.
We have had a lot of diversions today. Okay. So bring the awareness to the perineum and pressing on the little finger, we do the mantra LAM. LAM. Release the finger and continue. Lam. One more time. Lam. Bring the awareness 1 inch above the perineum, and there we do the mantra Vam, pressing on the ring finger. Vam. Release the finger and continue. Vam. One more time. Vam. Shobha, are you able to connect into the group consciousness?
I'm trying.
Good. Now, bring the awareness behind the navel. And there we do the mantra, Ram, pressing on the index, on the middle finger. Ram. Release the finger and continue. Ram. Last time. Ram. Now bring the awareness in the middle of the chest, in between the breasts, and there we do the mantra Yam, pressing on the index finger. Yam. Yam. Yum. Yum. Release the finger and continue. Yum. Last time. Yum. Bring the awareness to the throat. We do hum with the thumbs up mudra. Hum. Hum. Release the hands and continue. Hum. Last time. Hum. Bring the awareness to the middle of the head, and there we do the mantra Cham, thumbs up mudra. Chum. 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 Release the hand and continue. Chum. Now bring the awareness to the top of the head. We do Om, thumbs up mudra. Om. 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 Release the hands and continue. Om. Now you're ready for the happy face breathing. Can you believe it? We did it in 7 minutes. What usually takes 15 to 20 minutes. That's because all the elevated conversation cleared all your chakras off. So continue.
Sure, doctor. We'll do the Ujjayi Pranayam, the happy face breathing. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to the throat. The throat is at the base of the mouth through which food and air passes. Focusing there, make a big smile and feel a stretch in the throat. Focusing on the stretch, inhale and exhale slowly and gently as you feel the air rubbing along the stretch. Please continue. We'll now move to the respiratory mantra. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your awareness to the sternum in the middle of the chest and visualize a straight line from the sternum to the top of the head and leaving the body. Along that line, mentally vibrate the three syllables, Haim, Im, and make sure it leaves the body. If you have difficulty with the visualization, please bring your awareness to a few inches above the head and focusing there, mentally vibrate Haim, Im, Please continue. Now, keeping your eyes closed, bring your awareness to the chest, focusing there, mentally vibrate Haim. Continue. We'll now move to the spinal alignment exercises, beginning with the neck exercises. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, gently bring the ear down to the shoulder. Inhale and come back. Exhale and bring the other ear down to the shoulder. Inhale and come back. And continue. As you come back to the center, exhale and look over one shoulder. Inhale and come back. Exhale and look over the other shoulder. Inhale and come back. And continue. As you come back to the center, and with the next inhalation, take your head backwards. Exhale and bring the chin down to the chest. Inhale and head backwards. Exhale and chin down to the chest. And continue. As you exhale and come back down to the center, we'll do the neck rotations. Inhale for half a circle as you go up, and exhale the other half as you come back down, and continue in the same direction. As you come back down to the center, we'll switch directions. Inhale for half a circle, and exhale the other half. Continue. Relax. As you come back, we'll now do the shoulder exercise and alternate shoulders. Inhale and lift up one shoulder. Exhale, rotate and bring it back down. Inhale and lift up the other shoulder. Exhale, rotate and bring it back down. And continue. Relax. As you come back, we'll now do the hand exercises. Stretch your hands and keep them straight. As you inhale, open out your palms and keep them perpendicular to the forearm. As you exhale, thumbs in and fist down. Inhale, exhale. Continue. As you come back down, we'll rotate around the fists. Inhale for half a circle and exhale the other half. And continue. As you come back to the center, we'll switch directions. Inhale for half a circle and exhale the other half. And continue. Relax. As you come back for the next exercise, let's get our elbows in line with the shoulders. Open out your palms and move your wrists up and down as you inhale and exhale. Continue. As you come back down, we switch directions. Inhale and exhale. Continue. Relax. As you come back for the next exercise, let's interlock our hands and place them behind the head. Make sure your elbows are at 180 degrees and the head is straight. As you exhale, turn to one side. Inhale and come back. Exhale and turn the other side. Inhale and come back. And continue. Relax as you come back. The next exercise, let's get our elbows above the head. As you exhale, pull on one elbow, inhale and come back. Exhale and pull on the other elbow. Inhale and come back. And continue. Little stretch along your shoulder blades as you do this. Relax as you come back. For the next exercise, let's get our elbows behind the back. As you exhale, turn to one side. Inhale and come back. Exhale and turn the other side. Inhale and come back. And continue. Relax as you come back. The next exercise, let's get our hands on either side of the spine. As you inhale, push back on one side, making a backward arch. Exhale and come back. Inhale and push on the other side. Exhale and come back. Continue. Relax as you come back. We now do both our shoulders together. Inhale and lift up both your shoulders. Exhale, push back, rotate, and bring it back down. Inhale and exhale. Continue. Relax as you come back. For the next exercise, let's cross one leg over the other and hold the knee with your interlocked hand. Exhale and pull up the leg and turn your head to the same direction as the leg you're holding. Inhale and release. Exhale, pull and turn. Inhale and release. Continue. Feel the stretch along your thighs as you do this. As you come back down, we'll switch to the other leg. Exhale, pull and turn. Inhale and release. Continue. Relax as you come back. We'll now move to the cycling exercise. 5 counts on each leg. Inhale and bring up one leg. Exhale and stretch it out in a cycling motion. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's switch to the other leg. Inhale and leg up. Exhale and stretch it out. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax as you come back. We'll now do a couple of minutes of Anulom Vilom, the alternate nostril breathing, and then move to Bhastrika Pranayama. So for Anulom Vilom, we exhale and inhale through the same nostril. So if you begin your first inhalation through the left nostril and closing your right nostril, inhale, close your left nostril, exhale, and inhale through the right nostril, close your right nostril, exhale, and inhale through the left nostril, close your left nostril, continue. As you complete the breath, we move into Bhastrika Pranayama. I don't believe there's anybody new today. So we'll move into the practice. We'll do one round of 20 counts, and if we do have time, we'll do another. So the exhalation is a little longer than the inhalation, And please visualize the vitality of the breath as we inhale and exhale. When you're ready, inhale, exhale. 2, exhale. 3, exhale. 4, exhale. 5, exhale. 6, exhale. 7, exhale. 8, exhale. 9, exhale. 10, exhale. 11, exhale. 12, exhale. 13, exhale. 14, exhale. 15, exhale. 16, exhale. 17, exhale. 19. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. And exhale. Keep your eyes closed. Relax. Observe any sensations in the head, and also as they gently dissipate. Once the sensations subside, we do another short round. Into the next round of 10 counts. I'll keep track of the inhalation. Please follow through on the exhalation at your own pace. When you're ready, inhale. Two. Three. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And exhale. your eyes closed, relax. Observe any sensations within.
Keeping your eyes closed, as the sensations within you dissipate, we will now go in for meditation. Tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts, and I care about nothing. If you have a personal mantra, you can chant that personal mantra in your mind. Otherwise, you can focus on Om that I'll be playing. Use whatever mudra works for you. keeping your eyes closed, affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I was born. Bring both your palms about 6 inches in front of your face. As you open your eyes, look directly into the palm of your hands.
Thank you, Vijay. Thank you, Anu.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Namaste.
See you tomorrow.
Thank
See you
you.
tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Namaste. Thank you.